What's good, fam? After my last video on the fastest copy trading bot, a lot of you guys actually started making consistent profits with TradeWiz. So instead of leaving you guessing how, I'm making this follow-up video to show you exactly what settings my followers are using and how to set it up the right way to get the full potential out of this copy trading bot. So if you don't know what TradeWiz is, it's one of the most advanced copy trading bots on Solana and BNB that we have right now. It comes with features like instantly sniping dev wallets and anti-PvP protection, which I'll explain in a second. And as you can see right here, TradeWiz is also the fastest performing copy trading bot compared to other bots with around a 1.1 second average execution speed. And as you already know, speed is literally the most important thing when it comes to copy trading, right? I've also been getting a lot of questions about whether copy trading even makes sense right now, especially in these current market conditions. And honestly, it's never been easier to copy trade. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why that is. In my opinion, Telegram bots are kind of a history at this point, and TradeWiz clearly understands that. That's why they moved from being just a Telegram bot to a fully functional copy trading web app, which is honestly a really smart move. To get access to the web app, all you need to do is click in the link in the description below. It's gonna ask you to connect with Telegram first, and after that you will see this link right here. Just click on it and it will log you straight into the web app. Now, first things first, you need to find a good wallet to copy, right? And this is where TradeWiz makes things way easier than before. You don't need to manually search for wallets anymore like we used to. All you have to do is click on Smart Money right here. And in this section, you will find some of the most profitable wallets out there. You've got the top 200 KOLs and also top smart money wallets. Right away, you can see useful info like their average buy per token, when they were last active, so basically when their last trade was, the number of transactions they do per day, meaning how much they're buying and selling. There's honestly plenty to choose from here. Now, one thing you really need to keep in mind that a lot of these traders use copy traders as exit liquidity. They already know people are copying them, so they buy in and mostly dump pretty quickly. That's why you have to be careful and actually choose the right wallets to copy. To do that, I personally follow two main rules before I copy any wallet, and a lot of people using TradeWiz already know this. Rule number one, the best wallets to copy usually have a longer average hold time. Rule number two, you want wallets with a slightly lower number of buy transactions and a higher number of sell transactions. What that tells me is that these wallets are looking for conviction plays. They buy, they hold, and once the coin goes high enough, they start selling bits of supply on every push up. With that being said, in both of these sections, you will find a lot of wallets you can copy. But before you copy anything, actually take time to go through them. Look for wallets that prefer to hold tokens for longer periods of time, not just few seconds. And again, look for wallets that have more sell transactions than buy transactions, because in my opinion, that's one of the signs they're mostly looking for conviction plays and not just farming copy traders. Also, if you click any of these wallets, you will get way more detailed information about their performance. You can see their P&L over time, a full P&L calendar, the tokens they've traded, their win rate, and a bunch of other stats. All of this info is super useful because it helps you actually understand how that wallet trades and whether it makes sense to copy them or not, instead of just blindly following anyone. Now I'll show you how to actually set this up properly. Let's take this wallet as an example. First, copy the wallet address, then go over to copy trade, then click on new copy trade and give it a name. Let's just call it a test. Then put in a comma and then paste in the actual wallet address. Once that's done, the next thing you need to set is the buy amount. And here you've got two options, fixed copy and buy ratio. Fixed copy is pretty simple. Whatever amount you choose, let's say 1 Solana, your copy trading bot will buy every single token with exactly 1 Solana, no matter what. Buy ratio works a bit differently. Here you can set something like 50%. So every time the wallet you're copying buys with any amount of Solana, your bot will buy 50% of that amount. For example, if they buy with 2 Sol, your bot buys with 1 Sol. If they buy with 10 Sol, your bot buys with 5 Sol. Simple as that. Obviously, then you might want to click on copy sell to if you want this bot to do everything automatically. So every time the wallet you copy sells the coin, your bot will sell it too. Now for the launchpad, I would just stick with PumpFund and Bonk. You really don't need anything else because honestly, everyone is trading only Bonk and PumpFund tokens anyway, right? Next, we've got the trade settings. These are basically the same kind of settings you would see on any trading platform. Here I'm gonna go with 35% slippage on both of these. Remember that you're not the only one copy trading smart wallets. That means you can't just go with the cheapest fee settings if you actually want your trades to get filled properly. Personally, I would use 0.001 for the buy fee and 0.001 for the buy tip for the bare minimum. I wouldn't go any lower than that because in that case you're gonna risk missing out on a lot of good trades and you don't want that. And then there's anti-mev. What this does is it makes sure you're not getting filled in some random market cap. It does take a small fee though, so it kind of depends on your budget. If you can, definitely use anti-mev. If you're low on funds, you can also copy trade without it. Now for the sell slippage, it's basically the same deal, 35% on both of these. You just gotta make sure you get out of the trade as soon as the wallet you're copying gets out. For me, 35% does the job really well, and again, 0.001 sell fee and 0.001 sell tip minimum. Next, we've got these advanced settings, and TradeWiz just added this feature called Only Copy Dev Create. What this does is it lets you snipe dev wallets that you choose with ultra high execution speed. So you're basically getting in as one of the first buyers. This is super useful feature if you're into sniping dev wallets because there are some really solid devs out there that get huge motion on their launches. I've seen like coins instantly pump to like 15 to 20k market cap right after launch. And basically if you can get in around 5 to 6k market cap, that's an easy 2 to 3x right there. Also, the anti-PVP protection, it's honestly a big upgrade. It keeps an eye on the wallet you're copying, and if it notices any rapid buy and sell behavior that could mean they're trying to farm copy traders, it will automatically stop copying that wallet to protect you. Now, maybe you don't want to copy trade every single new pair he trades. Maybe you only want to copy coins above a specific market cap, for example 50k or 100k market cap. That's exactly where you can adjust all of this. You also got things like minimum or maximum token age, and you can even make it so your copy trading bot only buys once and doesn't follow any other buys on that same coin after that. Basically, you can build your own strategy from scratch here. Personally, I don't overcomplicate things, and as far as I know, my followers don't overcomplicate things. I just find good wallets. I use anti-PVP protection, so I'm not being used as exit liquidity. I set up a minimum market cap of 10k, and I turn on no duplicate buys from the target wallet, and that's pretty much all I use here. Now, these are honestly the most useful settings right here, and if you use them right, you can drastically increase the success rate of your copy trading bot. These are basically your auto take profit and sell settings. For example, you could set it to sell 50% of your position once you're up 2x from your entry, or maybe sell 80% at 2x, leaving a 20% moon bag in case the coin pumps. Or if you want, you can just set it to sell 100% every time you hit 2x. Super simple. You can also use trailing stop. Let's say the coin pumps 100%. You could sell 50% of your position, and then your stop loss automatically moves up 20% into profit. That way, if the coin suddenly dumps, you're still walking away with a profit because your stop loss is already in the profit instead of break even. Like guys, there's a lot of stuff to adjust, but at the same time, it's all very easy and understandable. And yeah, that's pretty much the full breakdown. This is exactly how I personally approach copy trading with TradeWiz, and these are the same type of settings a lot of my followers are using to stay consistent. At the end of the day, it's all about finding the right wallets to copy, protecting yourself from getting farmed, and then just letting the bot do its thing. TradeWiz just makes the whole copy trading process way easier. You're not glued to the charts all day, you're just letting good wallets do their thing. So if you've been thinking about getting into copy trading, or you already using TradeWiz but wasn't really sure about the best way to set it up, this should give you a solid foundation to start from. If you found this video useful, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on X. I post daily Memecoin updates, setups, and P&Ls over there. All the links are in description as always, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.